Dan the Natural Man Show. Hello, everybody. I tell you what, I need to get a helper, right, for some of these videos. Okay, so today I want to talk about the posterior chain. They call it the posterior chain because it's your rear end. We're talking about your glutes, your hamstrings, your lower back, your upper back. But today we're going to focus mostly on our glutes and our hamstrings. So why is this important? Okay, this isn't just for bodybuilders or powerlifters. The people that I train are real people. They're usually over 40 years old and they don't want to go downhill. In fact, when we're talking about the glute muscles are your butt. They show now, like older people, if they don't do anything and they're not eating enough food, they start to get atrophy in their glutes. And this is kind of correlation with decreasing longevity in the health span, losing the gluteus maximus. And of course, a lot of people have lower back problems. I think, I don't know what the statistic is, but employers pay the most money for their employees getting back injuries. A lot of reasons for this. I mean, a lot of people, they don't know how to lift properly, but also they're weak. And also these companies, they don't have anybody there to show them how to lift properly either. So today we're going to do maybe we're going to do one exercise right here. That you need one of these benches. They're called a lower back extension, 45-degree lower back extension. This one's a really cheap model, does the job. I can't remember how much this one is, maybe between $60 and $100. This machine, or this little bench here, this hits your hamstrings, your glutes, and your lower back. So we're going to start. Get on here. And we're going to go down far enough to fill our hamstrings. You're going to feel your hamstrings light up, believe me here. And we don't want to round our lower back. We want to keep our lower back in neutral position. The motion's not really big, so watch. You'll feel your hamstrings here and then up. Control, up, control. Really fills in your hamstrings and your lower back at the top. Now, you see I did not let my lower back bend. I didn't move forward. I didn't let it bend at the spine. You see what I mean? I try to keep everything in a neutral position. There's a secret to lifting things and doing things like this and not hurting your back. The lower back is not meant to lift something initially. Like if you're lifting something off the floor, the initial lift is supposed to come from your quads, your hips, and your glutes to break it off the floor. Once you get midway, then your lower back will help. But the lower back, its function in lifting things off the floor is it's going to stay static, hold a contraction, but it's not going to bend. You want to keep it. You want to keep the spine in a straight line. Even if you're bending over for a deadlift, the spine is in a straight line. It's not bending forward any, as you see on this. And so you do the same thing with this. This imitates how your back is going to work in a deadlift. It's just going to work as, it's going to stay static. And the spine is going to stay in a straight line. You want your vertebrae to stay stacked on top of each other. So this one's really good for the hamstrings, the glutes. And at the top, you'll feel your lower back. But the initial negative is controlled by your hamstrings. And most of the positive is controlled by your hamstrings. You'll feel your lower back right at the top, a little bit. If you're feeling it on your lower back, you need to engage your hamstrings more. So that's a really good exercise for the posterior chain, if you don't have any weighted, do deadlifts, or I recommend trap bar deadlifts, but you also want to get somebody to show you how to do it if you've never done those. But this is a good place to start. And even if you are deadlifting, these are very important to do in my opinion. And so it's all about building the posterior chain, and you want your trunk to be strong, lower back and your abs. This protects your back. So this is a really simple move. And of course, we could, there's also something on this you can do called Roman chair sit-ups. Works your abs. And it's a short motion. This one's not quite set up correctly for this. But it's a short motion where you'll feel your abs here. On a better machine, like one that's more heavy duty, you can go back a little bit farther. But again, you're keeping your spine straight. You're not overextending either. Overextension also can hurt your back. So you're not overextending. You're coming and go. Everything is controlling your abs. The whole time my abs are under contraction. They're controlling this whole thing. It's all in the abs, just control. A better bench has footrests or foot holders lower. That way you can do it. I just want to show you this one today. If you don't have one of these, I think this one was 80 bucks maybe. And most gyms have them. If a gym you go to doesn't have one of these, I would look for a gym that does have one. Because you might be one of these people that don't want to do deadlifts, but you can do things like this and it will stimulate the same muscles that a deadlift stimulates. So it's another simple exercise. It's called a 45-degree back extension. Alright guys and girls, if you like the video, like it and share it. Please subscribe to my channel, and remember, until next time, keep it natural.